Doctors Pauline Clance and Suzanne Imes first coined the term impostor syndrome in 1978. Now, they were studying high-achieving women who felt as if they didn't deserve their accomplishments despite outward signs of success. But more recent and wide-ranging studies have demonstrated that imposter syndrome is common in about 3/4 of the population under certain situations. "Gather round, doubters!" echoes a shout in the distance as Krumer and his band of warriors break through nearby foliage. "And behold the invincible Varl!" The caravan is thrilled to see Krumer return safely. "Did the plan work?" asks Ubin. "Work!" responds Krumer. "Of course it worked. Same old dread. Should be another day or two at least before they even find their own asses." "Holy shit, some renown. And if you apologize, I'll tell you how I found these," Krumer says, tossing you a pair of leather gloves that look big enough for Varl. He leans in close, whispering so Ubin can't hear. "Had something to do with a raven's nest and a hair tie." Dunder's hand. Interesting. Well, we're almost to Sigerholm. I should probably camp again if I want to figure out what that item actually is. So, imposter syndrome. If you ever feel like you're a fraud in your day-to-day life or in your work or any other situations you may be dealing with, then you've had imposter syndrome. You've dealt with it before. Most people have. Oh geez, we're in this dilemma again. Alright, so what do we got? -2 to drawing aggro. So what's this Dunder's hand we've got? Vadran Silver Brooch, 1 strength deflected. That's useful. Dunder's hand +3 strength. Wow, nice. Anyway, I guess I'll I don't know if that's useful for Rook. Alright, what have you currently got? 15%? You could probably use this more, I think. Because you're out there getting beat up. Now he is level 4. Level 5. Rank 3. Rank 1. How much is it going to cost us to promote him? 15, which will leave us 5 to buy supplies. No. Can't afford it. Cannot afford it. Onif Backbiter. I haven't used him to kill anybody yet. I don't think I will, so I probably won't get that achievement. So I've been talking about imposter syndrome. It's the inability to internalize your achievements. And it's part of the reason why this game is difficult to play.
As we fear the worst. The once calm lake surrounding it now looks like a bowl that has been flipped. Proud homes sinking into muddy water. A side effect of the quake. What has the rest of the world become on the other side of those mountains?
There are a lot of reasons why it's difficult for me to keep playing this game. It's not that the game is particularly hard in terms of its game mechanics. In fact, I would call the combat shallow. But the sheer beauty of the game and its art and its surroundings and its writing is overshadowed by the brutal resource management and decision making you have to undertake. And they really put you in situations where you have to make decisions that are going to be wrong in one way or another. And that's difficult to deal with. "One catastrophe after another," says Oddleif as you pull into Sigerholm. "The town appears to be sinking into the lake." Townspeople peek from dark windows and makeshift hovels further up the hill. "No," says Avon, looking frantic. "Where is she?" Turns to the front of the caravan, looking out over the water. Juno wasn't here, and you get the creeping feeling you're not welcome either. Going upriver looks out of the question. The beach is bare, aside from the occasional skeleton of a ruined fishing boat. You reluctantly set up camp in a sinking town. See, like, nothing good happens in this game, So it's a real psychological grind. I think it's worth playing, but it's difficult to get up the will to do it after a long day's work. All I'm saying is, how long are you willing to wait? While taking stock of Caravan, you've inadvertently walked into a debate between Oddleaf and Avon. As long as we need to. And I think we need to get out of here. I don't feel good about this place. Why? What's wrong? Something doesn't feel right. People here are staring at us like those vultures in the wastes. I'm sorry, Avon. I think Oddleaf is right. I saw a man. The whole time we were setting up, he was just watching me. In a creepy way. And how long before the dredge find us here? Juno will come. Just give it a little more time, Rook. Rook, listen to me. I need you to trust me on this. So this town is full of cannibals, I'm guessing. Market. What's this do? Knockback on strength attacks of 4. +1 armor on rest. +1 will per kill. +2 armor. +3 armor on rest. +2 drawing aggro. +1 strength. It'd be nice if we could afford any of this crap. 2 days worth. 5 days worth. What do you want, Avon? You're really worried about her, aren't you? What? Oh, Juno. Worry doesn't begin to describe it. If she doesn't find us here, something has happened to her. Are you sure what you saw was real? It could have been a dream, or I don't know. You were pretty exhausted. I don't know. To be honest, I'm not sure anymore. Everything is a blur. Don't tell the others I said that. I have to hope it wasn't just a dream. What's it like to be a mender? Being a mender? I guess I never really thought about it like that. It's just part of me. They knew very young that I would join the order. Born into it, you could say. My mother and father, both menders. The guild is for lots of people now. Builders and healers. Will they all pull lightning out of the sky? No, that's not normal. It's one of the reasons I know Juno. She's one of the council. She helps me control things like this, so we don't end up scaring people. How exactly does weaving work anyway? Well, the hardest part is usually seeing the threads. Everything is part of the tapestry. It's made of threads woven together. If you can see the threads, you can manipulate them. I don't know how to explain it really. It's like trying to play a harp with invisible strings. Look at my staff, for example. Some menders carve intricate patterns in the wood to help them remember the shapes of... like I said, hard to say. Why is Bellower still following us? I saw Grofheim as it burned. Avon gets a faraway look in his eyes. The sunder blew through it like a tempest. Varl fell in 1,000. Most of the sunder left the city and headed south. Who knows where they are now? They might be destroying every town they come to, or heading towards Arberong. Bellower stayed in Grofheim just for the sport of it, I think. As we fled to Einertoft, I thought he must want to wipe the Varl off the map completely. But then he came after us. Maybe who knew Ivor was the one who killed Reyes. Maybe, but let's just make sure he doesn't catch up. Do you think this is the end times? I don't know what to think. I wish I could give you a better answer. Even if we escape the dredge, that serpent set of darkness is covering the world. I don't know how long that will take, what it means even. I'm just trying to solve one problem at a time. The Menders are in Arberong. If we can find ships and make it to the capital, we might have a chance. I won't take any more time. No, it's okay, Rook. I appreciate the talk. It's good to stay grounded. I spend all day worrying about serpents or sunder. I think a lot of people are intimidated or scared, maybe. Of me. Don't worry, it's nothing new. I'm used to it. Maybe sometime we can talk about things that don't include the world ending? Being an adult is already fairly tough. You have to deal with things like your daily responsibilities and your responsibilities for others. I don't know, if I were playing this game again, I think I would make a lot of changes in how I approached it. Wouldn't make a let fight at all, for one thing. So where are we trying to go now? Where is Arborang? Arborang. Oh my god. You really? Oh my god. How are you expecting to get there? I'm gonna take this river down to Borisgard, and then this river. Oh my god, that's so far. Didn't we start there? The idea of a father being forced to make his daughter fight and kill and murder is... Like I said, this game takes a toll on you as you play it. A scuffle is broken out in front of the houses. "Thief!" shouts one of your people as a group of strangers flee from your camp. Oddleaf is already running their direction. "They took our supplies!" you hear from nearby. Ignore the theft and protect the caravan. "Let them go," you shout before anyone rushes off. "Better keep what we have than chase after something that's gone." Well, I guess I know what I'm doing with the rest of my renown now. God, I hate this game sometimes. Random assortment of people from the caravan confront you. "Listen," says one, "we don't feel safe here. I don't know anything about menders or whatever, but we're going to leave and I hope you'll join us." But a couple dozen people, farmers and fighters alike, feel the same way. Wish them well. You give them your blessing, but explain why you can't leave just yet. You don't know where they're going, but hope you'll meet again on the road as they start their trek back across dry land. You'd think that would increase the number of supplies that I have. How long can we afford to wait here, Avon? Do I just keep doing this? "Rook, wait, please," Avon begged. "She said she'd be here. We need her." Vitelli is terrified of leaving, as though he'd be giving up on Juno. Okay, just a little longer. You tell Avon you'll stick it out a little longer, but you're not certain how long you're willing to wait yourself. Every day lost becomes more precarious. At least our morale's good. I'm sure she'll catch up. Let's caulk the wagons. We're all gonna die. Oregon Trail. Things quickly go bad. Of course they do. Things never go well in this game. They always just go badly. Someday I'll finish this game, and my punishment will be ended. Ahead you find what appears to be a good number of peasants surrounded by brigands. One of the armed men looks over his shoulder and says, "Gods be damned, this is all I need. Listen, don't interfere, and one of these supply wagons is yours." While remaining silent, the peasants plead you with their eyes. What's going on here? "Nothing concerning you," he replies, "and before you start telling me otherwise, these are my clansmen. Thought they could run off with every scrap of food in the village. Now all I want is you to move on, so take your share or don't." Draw your weapon. I had a feeling you'd be that type. Used up all my supplies waiting for Juno. She didn't show. Lost even more supplies that I didn't even have to begin with, trying to get across that stupid frickin' river. Now I don't even have anybody with a shield anymore. So this guy's the bigger threat. Trying to just knock them out of alignment. Wow, those guys have a lot of move on them. I don't want her sticking around, which is why I had him up here in the first place, but I also don't want these guys attacking my menders. Just try and knock down the amount of damage he can do at the least. Helps some small amount at least. Let's see, so far she's lost just one armor, I guess. Best your abilities. Can we hit anybody right from here? No, we need to move up. 1, 2, 3. Alright, now we should be able to arc lightning you. Take out those ranged units. Well, that was a waste of time then. What are your abilities? Bird of Prey. Okay. Oh, that's useful. Oh god, I hate thrashers. What happened to the armor that I took away from him? Actually, no. It's a somewhat more logical move on my part. go. Trying to ignore armor stuff for now. Wow, okay. Asshole. 5, 7, 6. At least we can cut down the damage he can do. 7 armor. 5. Bend you. Bend you. Ow. Sometimes the clicking in this game, as you may have noticed, is a bit of a pain in the butt. Good timing on that, then. 5, 6. Okay, let's move her over here, and then attack him. Please hit. Thank you. Achievement unlocked, Bowmaster. Ah, you're doing Bring It On. 3, 4, 6. Okay. Crit, nice. That item actually was useful. My theory is, when possible, do damage to health so that they do less damage to you. Let's do it. He's going to need to rest, though. And of course, he's going to die again. Let's move up here. Are you... Go. Another one down. And of course we lose Gunnulf, because we always lose Gunnulf. It's impossible to not lose Gunnulf. Don't deflect. There we go. Wow. Let's see. Should we... Tell me what level these people are. These 3. Not that it matters. I won't get enough renown to actually level anybody up, so... Yes, your renown grows. Ivor is leveled up. Ivor the strong arm. Oh boy, 9 renown. Enough for nothing. If the brigands either fallen or fled, the peasants they left behind thank you for profusely. Thank you profusely, that shouldn't be there. It is true what he said. Ethan tells you, we took the food and left. May the gods have mercy on me, I'd let them die. They hesitantly join your caravan. We get some crappy supplies and some more people. Well, that's better than nothing. Very marginally better than nothing. I have a couple concerns I want to speak to you about, he says, in private. I don't remember Onuf's voice, so deal with his voice changing. Well, it's on your mind. How well do you know the people traveling with us? How many strangers are in the caravan now? Is this about Eckel? That's an obvious example. I've been watching folks since I joined you. Your companions from Skogar, they're loyal. I mean, it seems pretty clear they'd die to protect you. I suppose I'd do the same. What about the Varl? You don't even know half those warriors. You're telling me they have no problem following a man's orders now, after everything that happened at Einertoft? I trust Ivor to handle it. He's fearless, I'll give you that, but look at him. He's run ragged. He can't be there all the time. What happens the first time the Varl don't want you to do what you tell them? If Krumer gave the word, I guarantee at least half would follow. Let's be honest, they could take this caravan by force at any time if they wanted to. They haven't. Doesn't mean they won't. They're not the biggest problem, though. There's a mender with us, a mender who pulls lightning out of the sky and tells us what to do and where to go. Myself, I think we lucked out when his mentor didn't show up in Sigerholm. Ivan's just the apprentice? What in the depths is his master capable of? Think about it, Rook. What do you really know about Ivan? I heard they were found practically dead in the middle of nowhere when the dredge started showing up. Then an enormous serpent shows up at Einertoft, tearing the world in half, takes one look at Ivan and bolts. Suddenly they needed our help instead of the Mender Council? How does that make any damn sense? Ivan could have taken control long before now. A shrewd man with ambitions can be very patient. I'm grateful for what you've done to get us this far, Rook, but it's always been about trust. I think it's time to part ways, so to speak. Nothing personal. Oh, good. Onuf killed me. Does that mean the game is over? Your vision blurs and blood fills your sight. You gasp again. There's a bird whistle and the camp becomes a blur of motion. Ominous fighters from Frostfiller leap into action, cutting people down. As Oddleaf turns to fire on the men, Onuf runs her through, and pulls the blade from her back without even breaking his stride. She drops like a sack of flour. Onuf heads straight for Alette, who freezes in unbridled terror. You rise to your feet through the pain. Eagle and Oddleaf are dead. Somehow you find the strength to cleave the nearest traitor in two, but you can't find the breath to shout. You think your lung might be punctured. Onuf clutches Alette's wrist amidst the commotion, tosses her bow aside, and pulls her into the deep woods. Her eyes meet yours across the campsite. No, her lips say, though you can't hear the words. A dozen men appear between you as Ivor steps into view, as fearsome as you've ever seen him. I hate this game. I really hate this game. Should have killed Onuf. I mean, it's right there in his name, Backbiter. Pretty obvious. What the? Oh. I thought that was our Bowmaster for a second. I was like, what's she doing back there? Alright. Let's die again. on how much damage they can do. Alrighty. 3, 3. Take out some of the armor at least. Okay. What does Bird of Prey do? 100% to hit. Range 7 tiles. No. Break things up a bit here. He's just going to take his place. Let's see. Oh, right. I was thinking of a different ability. Thinking of a different ability entirely. Wow, they really want him dead. Please kill something. Thank you. Goodbye. No hesitation. Gotta murder these fools. Gotta get him killed. He's dead. That impale was a mistake. Let's see here. No, I meant to actually do that. I was asking you to do that. Yes, arc lightning. Maxed out. Let's go. And of course, attacks her. Come on. Wow. At least he hurt his ally, I guess. Can you finish him off? Yep. At least he can't kill her. Let's see. Every little bit helps. Come on, Rook. There you go. You can take him. Come on. Really? Really? There we go. to go after Alette now. This game is the worst, and I mean that in the best possible way. "Where is Alette?" shouts Ivor, tearing through the nearest bandit, but you're already hobbling into the deep woods where they disappeared, ignoring the battle raging behind you. In a haze of pain, you start to think you've lost their tracks. Then you hear Alette screaming in the distance, followed by silence. You tear through the trees. In a small clearing, Alette lies with the back against her tree. Her hands and clothes are covered in blood. She stares vacantly ahead, unblinking. Beside her is the body of Onif, an arrow buried in his right eye as if placed there by hand. She looks in your direction and then at Olaf, or Onif. "I killed him," she says. "Alette, are you alright?" "Of course she's not friggin' alright, Rook. Killing people is the one thing she didn't want to do." You cringe as much from the pain as the appearance of Alette after her bloody struggle with Onif. "No, I'm not hurt. I had no choice." "Dad, your chest, you're bleeding." Suddenly she is at your side, putting pressure on the wound. I can fix this. Where's my needle? Oddleaf! Anyone! Ivor, I found them! Just as your sight goes black, you see Ivor, and Alette standing over you. He's going to make it? Your eyes open to the sound of Alette's voice. Normally, a wound like that, I only hope I did enough. He'll survive. Dad! Alette stops herself from hugging your bandaged chest, pulling your head to her instead. The words come out easier than you expected. Oddleaf? It's a good thing Ivan was here. She's going to pull through, though it was a nasty wound. He managed to kill most of those traitorous sons of bitches, and the rest fled into the woods. There were a lot of people I couldn't save. You did everything you could, Avon. Nobody expects you to raise the dead. Avon frowns deeply, putting a hand to his forehead. Why did Onif do this, Rook? He was talking to you right before it happened. You've been planning it all along. I think that much is clear. Ekil killed a good half-dozen of Onif's men by himself. He told me Onif was running Frostveller the whole time. He left Frostveller behind when he saw a better opportunity. Guess that relationship is over. Ekil was always just the barking dog you put in the yard to find out who your enemies are. It was no accident Onif went after those of us from Skogar. He must have thought with Uff gone, he'd take the banner and the rest would fall in line. Or at worst, they'd take all the supplies for themselves and leave the rest as dredge bait. We have to be more careful. We can't just let anyone join the caravan anymore. Where do you draw the line, Ivor? I don't know, Rook. I really don't. None of this changes the fact that Bellower is out there somewhere, following us. That swamp around Sigerholm might buy us some time, but we've got to keep moving. Your body aches all over, but Ivor's right. The road calls. The caravan is already starting to pack up camp. Ah, goodness me. Hall of Heroes. 3 days. At least Oddleaf's back. You're getting promotion. Alrighty. What else we got? Ivor, can we promote you? Nope. We can't. There's no way to go back from that without leaving the whole thing. Trigby, Gunnulf, Avon, Rook. Still can't afford that. And Nid we already leveled up. Alright. I'm gonna stop there because, oh god, my soul hurts.